Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Throwing right, and that's complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
There's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds a number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Whipping one into Allen, that's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Play action. Now it's Brady. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. Roethlisberger now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's working on a string of 8 straight completions. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, partner, go ahead and strike up the band. Cue up the dance moves. AB is in the end zone yet again, and that's not a surprise at all. His ability to turn something into a bigger play after the catch, that run after catch, one of the things that helps separate him as one of the elite receivers in the NFL.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready? 31.
On play action, it's Brady. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Open man left side is Gronkowski. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now Brady again. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's White, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create, and if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. It's the fullback punching it in from a yard away. And the Patriots move back within a couple of the lead.
Alpha! One play at a time now! Rip!
Shotgun now for Brady. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Roethlisberger to throw. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Roethlisberger will throw. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now Roethlisberger. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here to tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Sugar!
Back to throw, Brady. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Brady to Gronkowski for the Patriot first down. Might not be anyone that's run the 2-minute drill better than Tom Brady, second all-time in fourth. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Now your favorite rapper